Okay, excellent. So, right, what we're going to look at today is I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I get my mornings motivated. We've got a great lineup coming up. Next week, we've got Tracy Monroe, who's going to be talking to us about how she gets her day started. Then we got amazing Emma Cooper, then, who is massive and massive in the industry at the moment. She picked up a $500,000 check not so long back. She's going to tell us her story and how she gets motivated in the mornings and keeps it going. And also, we've got then the amazing Georgia Bynum, then, who's going to come up on the Friday after and do a little bit with us and tell us a little bit about how she gets her day started. She did amazing the other day. She did like 29 case credits in 1 month, which is a huge, huge achievement, and I'd love for us to be able to find out and share on what she did on that, because we need to know what kind of mindset somebody's got to be able to do that. And believe me, that's a powerful one to get your day started. Okay, so my day pretty much consists of get up in the morning. I'll get up at around about 10 to 6. Reason being is normally I've got one of these breakfast shows on in the morning, so I need to get up. I need to go and do my run, because if I don't do my run, that's the biggest thing in the morning for me. Is that if I don't go out and do a run in the morning, no matter whether it's for 10k or 4k or 5k, I've got to do something, because for some reason that just sets me up for the day. My day then is a lot better. And I think, researching it, it looked at you when you're exercising, it releases certain chemicals in your body and you feel a lot better for it. So what I decided to do is I decided to get up in the morning and get out there. The next thing I do is I put on a motivational video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that on for you now. This one's called Mind Shift, okay? A great channel to subscribe to is Ping Pong Studios. So I'm going to do that now and subscribe to that. So I've subscribed on that. Same for yourself. If you want to get good motivational videos going, brilliant way to start the morning. I haven't checked this one out fully yet, or can't remember exactly what's on it. So I'm hoping that there's no swearing on there, because it was the other day. But make sure that you tune into this and listen to it and take what you need from it. And I'll be back just at the end of it.
There is nothing as powerful as a changed mind. You can change your hair, your clothing, your address, your spouse, your residence. But if you don't change your mind, the same experience will perpetuate itself over and over again, because everything outwardly changed, but nothing inwardly changed.
If you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. Most people go through life never discovering what their talents are. Most people never develop their talents. The only thing that's going to make you happy, my friend, in this year or any other, is to step up. It's to raise the standard. It's to discover what you're capable of and feel that incredible power pushing through whatever's holding you back and get to the other side of more of your true self. That's what this game's all about. When you step into your fears and continue to push yourself to go on, something happens for you. If you look at somebody who's really successful and you think, wow, I mean, they're so amazing, they're such a genius, you got to dig underneath and you got to remember something. People are rewarded in public for what they've practiced for years in private. If you don't develop the courage to do that which has been given you to do, and you spend a lot of time going around trying to convince other people or trying to get their approval, what will happen is that you will lose your nerve. And other people will convince you that what you're doing doesn't have any value, and you'll give up on your dream. How much time do you have left? How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know. Most of us don't use the stuff that we have brought into the universe. Stop wasting valuable time. If you want something, you have got to be relentless. You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative. The power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure. This is the winner's quality. The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This is a winner's quality. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists and it becomes available only when a man or a woman is in that state of mind in which he or she knows exactly what he or she wants and is fully determined not to quit until they find it. There's greatness in you, and you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. I'm going to harness my will, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. I deserve this. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. You are unstoppable. Live your life with passion, with some drive. Most of us go through life with our brakes on, holding back. Decide that you're going to push yourself. You got to focus on you. And as you convince you, as you sell yourself every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Selling yourself on your ability to perform a job, to achieve a certain objective. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. And I got what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me.
Wow, so that's motivational videos picked by Max Wilkinson this morning, and I'm sure that's an amazing speaker on there is Les Brown, someone who I completely look up to and love to be like one day, has been able to really captivate and motivate somebody like Les Brown does, and that's that guy. If you haven't listened to him, listen to one of his seminars or anything like that. No matter what you do, whether you're in multi-level marketing, whether you're in your job, whether you're in anything, it's something that's really going to be able to get you really fired up. And when you're not fired up from that, then you need to check your pulse, okay? Because I think you might be dead. Okay, so a few things that we touched on in that is what's your talents. We've all got talents, okay? We're all born with talents. I was listening to Will Smith the other day, and what he was saying is that talents are things that you're born with, but skills are things that you nurture and you do, and these are the things that people don't see, and you practice and practice and practice to become good at it. And what the rewards from that are recognition in public then. Okay, so people will recognize you for your efforts in public when you've been doing the work that's been necessary to be able to get the recognition that you deserve. So if you want to play the guitar, then the times that you're practicing in the house, these are the times that you're going to get recognized for. Nobody's around, but you pushing yourself. Okay, you're pushing yourself to do the things that you love, that you want to do. And I was listening again to somebody asked Jim Rohn the other day, and he said the best answer that he's ever had to a question about resolve was from I think it was a 6-year-old girl, who turned around and he said he had a class full of people, and girls and boys, and he said, "What is resolve?" And she came up with I believe I know what it is, Mr. Rohn. And he said, "What is it?" And she said, "I believe resolve is promising myself that I'll do the best that I can be, the best that I can, and best that I can be." And that's coming from a child, do you know what I mean? And we've got a responsibility as adults and it's a responsibility as parents, if you're a parent, to make sure that our children believe in themselves no matter what, and believe that they can go and get anything that they want in the world, and believe that they're unstoppable. Like he says in the video, you're unstoppable. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. There's no ifs or buts about it. All you've got to do is look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing the things that I need to do to get the things that I want? Dream big. I've started in my house at the moment, me and Catherine have decided that what we're going to do on a daily basis is we're going to write a figure on the board, okay? And that figure is £400 a day, okay? And that's what our target is for the day, is to go out and get £400 for the day, okay? Now, wherever that comes from, okay? But because my RAS is looking, okay, so that's looking for opportunities, and I've set myself, right, I'm going to go for £400 today, so I'm going to look at, I'm going to go for £500, I'm going to go for £1,000 today. Then what it's doing is it's looking for opportunity, okay? Now, I don't know if any of you are following, what's his name? His name's escaping me now. But he's got his 31-day course on at the moment, okay? And in that course, he's doing like daily tasks. And one of them is to just contact people and just turn around to them and ask them to do a favor. And will they replace their tooth gel, with yourself? Okay, so Phil Jones it is. So I knew his name would come back to me. Now, since he's done that, what's happened is that there's sold over 6,000 tooth gels, by going over to people on your friends list and just asking them, can you do me a favor? That's going out and doing a daily task and looking for opportunity. Pennies add up to pounds, okay? Pounds add up to fortune. What we're looking at with regards to, I was looking at, again, Jim Rohn, and he was talking to him, and he was listening to him rather than talking to him, listening to him, and he was saying about, your job will make you a living, but your part-time business will make you a fortune. Okay, it's instant profit, because if you're doing a day job, okay, and a lot of people, and I know a lot of people in network marketing will be sitting there and going, I sacked my boss, I did this and I did that. Well, if you are setting out, your job or your income is so important to you during that stage, because your part-time job that you got then is all profit. Okay, you're starting to make your fortune. Okay, you're working full time at your job, but you're working part time at your fortune. So find something, that you love doing. Okay, that makes you money. If it's in your business, in your forever business, for example, then go around talking to people, asking them for a favor, replace a product, do this, do that. I think you make around about anything from £1.50 to £2 off selling a tooth gel. Okay, so selling a tooth gel for you, all right? It's just I've already sold the tooth gel. Well, that's £2. Let's say it's making £2. It's nice and easy for me to remember to add up. Okay, so if you find 10 people, that's £20. Okay, if you find in 30 people, okay, sorry, if you find in 20 people, you're looking at that being £40. It's as simple as that. And Kath sold 24 tooth gels the other day just by over, and it worked out. She did that in an hour. Okay, when she'd be messaging and speaking to people, so an hour's work. So 24. Now it's £2. Okay, so that means she's made 48 quid. How many of you are on £48 an hour? Okay, there's not many of you are on £48 an hour out there. Okay, and you can be just by going out there and applying yourself in a certain way and getting yourself to do things and start thinking literally about, activity will create a fortune for you. So you either got negativity, okay, which is going to create absolutely nothing, or you got activity. And activity is going to be able to start making your fortune and making the things that you want. And you can do that by getting motivated. Okay, anything is possible out there for any of you, whether you're working, whether you work your forever business full time, whether you work full time and you do this. The opportunities out there are abundant. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay, and I want you to go today, and I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to say to yourself, I can do whatever I want to do. Okay, there's no excuses for not being successful other than blaming other people. So we need to write out your blame list. Okay, all the people that you blame, and blame the government. I blame my circumstances, I blame my environment, I blame this, I blame that. Take it, rip it up, throw it out. Because the only person who's to blame if you don't make these things happen is you. Okay, and that's what it boils down to, is are you willing to get up an hour early in the morning and make it work? Are you willing to go to bed an hour later and make it work? Are you willing to work through your breaks in work to make it work? We're talking, I think Kath contacted 30 people on her Facebook about being able to switch their tooth gel provider around for them just for the month to see if they liked it. And 24 of them said yes. Now, these aren't any special list of people that we bought. These are people who are on your Facebook. Most of you spend the majority of your day on Facebook. You've got a chat list for the side of you of all people who are sitting there, and all those people are online there and then. Ask them if they'll try your products. Ask them if they'll do this. The worst thing that can happen is that you go, let's say now you get to a stage where you're earning, say, £40,000 a month. All your friends that you didn't contact are going to turn around to you and say, well, why didn't you tell me? I thought we were friends. Okay, that's going to be the realization of it all. You told me you never told me you were doing this. Why didn't you tell me you were doing this? Okay, and that's the thing that you need to look at as well. And be motivated to be able to change people's lives. And if you haven't listened to Jim Rohn, then I suggest that you do. And whether you're in the business or whether you're not, listen to it from the point of view of this guy knows his stuff. He's on about sowing seeds every day, and all you're doing is sowing seeds every day. Whether that's learning to do something, whether that's trying to become more positive, whether that's becoming a forever business owner, whether that's doing your job, it's about sowing seeds every day. It's about doing something every day, and realizing that all those things that you do are not necessarily going to turn into what you want. Okay, it might be sowing seeds as an example for talking to people about the business. Okay, if you talk to 100 people, 100 people aren't going to say yes. 40% of those are going to fall by the wayside and never going to answer you. Another 20% of those will come back and then not reply. Say another 20% of those will come say that they'll meet you and they don't turn up. Okay, then 10% of those then are people who delete you off Facebook for talking to them about it. Okay, then you've got 10% left who say, yeah, well, I'd take a look at it. Okay, so that's 10 out of 100. But you've got to do the work for 100. You can't be sitting there. You go to learn the guitar, you're not going to pick it up and just start playing it. Okay, you've got to put the hours in. You've got to be motivated enough to do it. And using motivational videos is an amazing way of being able to get that moving for you. We were talking to Chris Monroe last week on Wednesday, and with Chris, he's a sponge. He just absorbs knowledge. He joined a book club with and this doesn't sound as uncool as I just sounded. It is a book club called Knowledge is King. But what they do, I think, is £8 a month, and they send you a new book every month, a new motivational book. And you can tell somebody's skill set or tell somebody's leadership skills by their library. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is you look in their library of what they've got. Now, you don't need to have a library of books that you've read all of them, but having them there gives you the opportunity to pick it up, open it up, and take somebody else's knowledge and insert it into your life. I've quoted about 5 or 6 different things from Jim Rohn. I've quoted from Les Brown just here. I couldn't quote those things if I didn't listen to the stuff in the first place. So that's where you've got to be. You've got to be a sponge, absorb all the information, but don't be, but do it in moderation. So you're doing a bit of learning, you're doing a bit of motivation, you're doing a bit about your business, you're doing a bit on you, and just become a little bit better every day. And if you can do that, then you're going to be unstoppable. Okay, it's not going to happen straight away for you, but consistency is the key to it all. And that's going to be the motivation that's going to get you to where you want to be, where you need to be, and whether that's from financially or personally, it's up to you. Okay, it really is up to you what you do with your life and what you are going to be able to make those changes. If you've got kids, then you've got even more reason to be motivated. You've got even more reason not to give up. Okay, because if they see you giving up, they'll give up. Okay, you've got a responsibility now to be able to motivate those people around you. To take those people, be the difference. There's plenty of negative people out there, okay? Plenty of them, okay? And if you want to fit in with the crowd, I suggest then becoming negative is probably a good thing for you. You want to stand out in the crowd, and you want to inspire people, and you want to be able to get recognition for what you do. You're not going to get it from everybody, but you'll get a lot more from the people who join you, okay? You can inspire people to do whatever you want, okay? And you can do that by leading from the front and leading by example. Now, I've been doing some work with a few clients of mine, and we've been looking at values. Okay, values are, this is the thing that you're going to need to be able to change your direction. All right, you've all heard why, purpose. The things that get you going. Well, these are values as well, and what by sitting down and doing an exercise with my clients regarding values, all I've done is we get all these different values. I've got them all out on cards, and we put them all out onto the floor, and there's about 60 or 70 of them. And what they do is they go through them all and they pick the ones that just stand out to them. Okay, and they pick up all those, and they get down, say they've got half of them left, and then the other half, then we get rid of. There's no need to have them in there. So we spread out the ones that they've picked up then. Okay, and now what we're doing now is the next ones that stand out, and it's a process of elimination to find out when we get down to about 3 or 4 or 5. Okay, then they are the ones, the values that they've got. Once you know that, okay, it's a way of working out your why. Once you know what that is a real life changer for you. That's a moment that can completely and utterly change your life, because all of a sudden you know what your purpose is, what your why is, what your driving force is. And once you know what that is, you'll walk over hot coals for that. You will run across, run between 2 buildings on a plank of wood, as you can hear it in the compound effect. These are things that you'll do because you've got a reason to do them. Okay? If you don't know your why, then you need to find that out. And it's all well and good saying it's my family and it's my kids, but is it that burning desire inside you? We all love our family, we all love our kids, but it's an answer that a lot of people give because they think that's the right answer to give. It might be recognition. And by going out and trying to get recognition for the good work that you're doing, what follows that can be, money, success, but that looks after your family in the process as well. Okay, so you've got to be quite selfish in this process, and you've got to do it to find out what works for you, not what sounds good to everybody else. And your why is your burning force behind your motivation, your drive, and all of these kinds of things that you need to be successful. You need to be unstoppable, the thing that's going to push yourself. Okay, because remember, your emotions are the things that drive your behaviors, and your thoughts are the things that drive your emotions. It's impossible for you to think happy thoughts and feel unhappy. Okay, it's positive to think. You can't think good thoughts and feel bad. Okay, and then whatever that sequence is what you're going to get out the end. So think about it. If your mind is a factory, and all you're doing is put in bad ingredients in there, then the factory's going to produce a bad thing at the end. If you fill in it full of good things, then the factory's going to go through to work and it's going to produce good things, positive things at the other end. So you've got to be careful of what you're doing. And a great quote I heard the other day was, stand guard at your mind. Don't let negativity or people being negative come in and stop you. It's like my situation this morning when I started this webinar. I was sitting here, my Mac needs to go in and be serviced because the new update has stopped my hard drive, my display driver from working. Okay, so I've only got my laptop. I go to switch it on this morning. I've got 15 minutes to prepare for the breakfast club, and it doesn't want to come on. So I just sat here, grabbed my iPad, see if I can go in there. That meant that I couldn't access my iPad. I couldn't be able to get my iPad to work because you've got to be on a computer. So I remained calm and I believed it was going to sort itself out. Reset the computer, let the battery run out, thought, right, okay, this is my last chance. Plugged it in, boom, up it came, and I started, and I got in, and I set up on time. And it could have quite easily got all frustrated and nervous, and this is situations that you're going to find yourself in during the day. Don't let yourself get negged out. Don't let yourself get pulled down. Don't let yourself get dragged into this kind of mindset that isn't going to serve you. Stand guard to your mind. Make sure that you're putting the right ingredients into your factory so that you're producing the best things at the end. responsibility. The responsibility is down to you, nobody else. I don't want you blaming anybody else for the situation that you're in. It's down to you, and you can change that, and you can make things happen. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay, and I suggest that today you make sure that you decide that you are in control of your life, and you are the person who's going to make sure that nothing gets in your way. Okay, so what we're going to got coming up, okay, is on Monday we're going to have Tracy Monroe. Okay, Tracy's going to be talking about how she gets motivated. She's a very successful lady. Got to manage her within 8 weeks, which is unbelievable. And I'm sure a lot of you in here know Tracy, and I absolutely love her to bits. Okay, she's one of our best friends, and I'm loving the fact that she's coming on. Then Wednesday we've got Emma Cooper. You all know who Emma Cooper is. Massive business she's got, giving up our time to come onto the breakfast show as well. I've also spoke to Natalie Healy, and she's allowed me to go onto the manager page on there and be able to start getting some guest speakers to come in from the power team, some really successful people who can share how they get motivated in the mornings. It's going to be amazing for us to have those kinds of people on, so we're really looking forward to that. And also we've got Georgia Bynum on Friday then, who's got a massive business at the moment. She's going to share hers. On Monday, we've got my beautiful wife, Catherine. She's going to come on and tell you about how she's getting motivated, what she's doing, explain a little bit more about, the £400 that we've got on the fridge door that we're going to make sure that we earn. And then we're going to multiply that and just getting stuck in and getting these things done because they need to be. Okay. Now, the other, what were we looking at? Let me get this up. I'm gonna put the song on by Max at the moment. This is his motivational song. I turned the recording off here, okay, but I will be putting a link onto the video, so that if you do want to listen to the song, you can click on that and it'll come up. But I'm going to put that on now. Let me find it. Okay, let's get that up. Hopefully an advert doesn't come on first. Okay, so I'm just going to, so thank you for tuning in. Listen to this, grab your family, have a little bit of a dance and that. I'm going to stop the recording. But thank you everyone for listening, and have a really positive day. Make sure to put your hashtag up. I started my day in a positive way.